How's everybody doing? This is going to be a little impromptu, so I want to apologize to the league members. I did just want to pop up here real quick and do a week 7 summary real fast. I know normally we will have a chat on Sunday mornings. I actually stayed home tonight from work. I wasn't feeling the best while I'm watching the game. I can go ahead and knock this out. If anything, this will be a part one, or we can do a part two afterwards with no problem. Honestly, gentlemen, we can do a part two, no problem, Sunday morning. As far as my calendar is looking right now. While we are at it, got a couple of concerns on this week's games because one of the biggest things that caught my attention was Roby Anderson when he left the Carolina Panthers. Actually, when he was on his last game, went to the sideline by his coach. Um, Obvious disdain. Somebody just scored. New Orleans just scored. I got the game on right now. Yes. So I started this as the game started. I know it's late. I know it's too late to make a lot of changes, but some changes can still be made because this is one game. The past few Thursday night games have not been the best. Looks like who was that? Shaheed, wide receiver for the Saints, just got a touchdown. I was actually going to change my pick tonight just because Roby Anderson went to the Cardinals. I think he's going to get a touchdown tonight. I think he's frustrated. He doesn't like what was going on the sideline during that game. According to the press conference, he said he wanted to be in the game. He doesn't know anybody who doesn't want to be on the field playing. I agree with him. He got traded immediately. I was like, oh, wow. Now he's on the Cardinals. We all know they are hurting for a wide receiver more than anything. And I think he's going to break out tonight. But in a couple of my leagues, I have him on the bench. So I'm probably going to be mad at myself tonight. But other than that, what else do we have going on? Oh, Deshaun Watson. This motherfucker. I did see a news report. Got busted doing 100 somewhere. Cleveland Browns fans. Y'all better think of something. I'm not understanding. I don't know the whole story, but I'm not understanding. Either damn way. Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling, if we will. Stevie Wonder's around. Thank you, man, for being here. How you doing? We got. I did send the link out as an invite to the members of the league, as I always do. Let us go down the predictions and recommendations according to NFL.com. Start them and sit them week 7 intro.
Red Riding Hood.
No, not that. Let's see what we got here. No, I'm going to skip that narration. Anybody looking at anything, NFL.com is the lead that we are using. Running a lot of their recommendations. My man Fireman Rich, he does CBS Sports, their opinions. I do the NFL.com opinions. We have fun comparing notes. He did do a broadcast on Twitch. He also put it up on his YouTube and Twitter. He made his picks. I did send him the picks that I had predicted for this week. We check each other out. Big ups to Fireman Rich. Rich, when you see this, I know you're asleep. I did stay home tonight, so you'll probably see this in the morning when you get up or sometime tomorrow during the day. I'm not going to do that one. Let's do what do we have here? Where are the predictions by the positions? They don't have it by the positions. Oh, they changed it up this week. Okay. Well, we'll just run with what we got. How about that? Is it time to worry about Justin Herbert? Is the NFL Fantasy Podcast topic for the 19th? I'm going to say yes. I don't think he is 100%. However, he is still playing. He is still doing okay as a quarterback. I think the team is taking care of him. I'm going to leave that story be. The start 'em and sit 'em week 7 intro.
You deserve a better credit score.
I'll run back to it. Patrick Mahomes is a given. The Falcons have surprised me. Marcus Mariota looked good last week. I'd start him. Matter of fact, I picked him up and dropped another quarterback. Oh, that's the other topic I meant to talk about. Tom Brady. There was a story out there. He's talking about quitting mid-season based on what he has going on at home. And that is a story that is a rumor that has not been confirmed. He may quit during the season due to home issues, due to the performance of the team not being 100%, and due to the fact that they don't look good. Am I falling for it yet? Nope. Am I keeping him on my roster? Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we got a football game here tonight, y'all. If you ain't got the game on, you might want to watch it. Arizona's trying to make a little run for run, touchdown for touchdown option, looks like, because they're trying to come back on New Orleans like New Orleans just win at them. We got a game here tonight. Where was I? Tom Brady. Y'all keep your eyes open. Get your alternative quarterbacks ready because I already got mine waiting. Kyle Pitts. He didn't do good last week, I don't think. But then again, I don't know. He did get a touchdown. Okay, cool. Okay, this is just a story. This is just the story, so I'm not going to run that. Looks like I'll be waiting for a broadcast with the fellas on Sunday morning after this. Let's see what we got. Waiver wire options to target.
It's time.
Okay, these stories are old. This is week 6. Let's go with week 7 real quick. I don't see any week 7 stories.
I'm surrounded by.
Well, I'll run this one then. There are absolutely, without a doubt, good teams. Philadelphia, Buffalo, Kansas City. There's Dallas, which is pretty good, but still a question or two to answer. Agreed. The Giants and the Vikings are each 5-1, and no one can fully explain how. Agreed. The Jets are intriguing at 4-2. Absolutely. But because they're the Jets, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Absolutely. Then there's everyone else, pretty much. Yeah, let me leave it at that. Let me leave it at that. Only because if you're not watching, not paying attention. We've got, let's run this real quick. Time for the screen share, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Welcome back, Matty Ice. Get comfortable and stay a while, don't you? Ryan's 389 passing yards in week 6 was the most he's had since week 1 of 2020. Agreed. Though it belies the fact that he's put up some gaudy yardage number yards this year, even if it hasn't translated into fantasy points. 3 times the season's gone over 350, yet he's averaged a paltry 13.92 points per game because they're being played by turnovers. Absolutely. The good news is this week's opponent, the Titans, hasn't been great at taking the ball away. Tennessee has forced just 7 turnovers with a mediocre 13 sacks. The Titans have allowed 4 300-yard passing games, including one to Ryan in week 4. To me, I'd chance it. However, I'm not taking Indianapolis over the Titans. Oh, no. Oh, no. That ain't happening. But I understand. Zeke versus the Lions. He has been a sleeper. I don't draft Zeke on purpose because he's not doing what he used to, but apparently he is still getting his yards. He's splitting snaps with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is pretty much one of my main running backs this season. If I was to ever draft a team from scratch, and it was my full option. Absolutely. Christian McCaffrey, yes. With their powers combined, they'll be an RB5 just behind McCaffrey. Separately, they're not even in the RB2 range. This week's the Lions come calling. It's good news for offense looking to rebound after a tough week 6 against a tough defense. It's also good news for fantasy analysts looking for a soft target to pick on. Y'all start Zeke if you want to. He's got to get the ball. That's been the problem people have been having for the past couple of seasons. They're going to start him. He's just not getting the ball. Kenny Drake against the Browns. Okay. Is Drake going to get the ball? The question. Exactly. Is he going to get the ball? There's your story. I'm not even going to read it. Just read the story. Is he going to get the ball? The whole question. Because Lamar Jackson is going to run. J.K. Dobbins is doing fine. But he's coming off of an ACL tear. Kenny Drake is on standby big time. Rondale Moore against the Saints. Now, Rondale Moore is a wide receiver I was watching because he was new to the NFL over the past couple of seasons, if not just last season alone. And I got my eyes on him to watch list. As a player that I pick every time I look at football, I always pick a player by specific standards or just something to just catch my attention. Rondale Moore has been on my radar. Would I start him against New Orleans this week? I'm not sure. He hasn't started off this season well at all. He has not. There you go. Cardinals receiver just can't get right. DeAndre Hopkins is ready to come back. They lost Marquise Brown, and then they added Robbie Anderson. Now, Rondale Moore is probably number 2 wide receiver right now. Robbie Anderson, number 3. I don't know if I start Rondale Moore. Actually, I would this week. This game, had I caught this before the game started, I would have started him. Yes. Because he would have been the number 2 receiver right now, in my opinion. But he is new to the league. Romeo Doubs against the Commanders. That's going to be a yes. You're going to start a Green Bay Packers wide receiver against the Washington Commanders. That's a yes. I don't care what nobody says. As much as Green Bay looks crazy, they always seem to make it to the damn playoffs and almost a championship game. So, yes, you're going to start him, especially against the Commanders. Especially. There's your story right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. It could be where he runs most often this week with Randall Cobb out. Randall Cobb is not out. Yeah, I'd be starting Romeo Doubs as I was you. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the Baltimore Ravens, against the Baltimore Ravens, excuse me. I don't know. Let's just see what they say. The Cleveland Browns have an offense that is very active. They also have enough weapons to go around. I don't see why you wouldn't start them. I just don't know against the Ravens. I don't see why you wouldn't start them. Hayden Hurst against the Falcons. The Bengals against the Falcons. I'm going to let y'all decide. There's your story right there. I'm going to let you all decide. Juwan Johnson as a tight end for the Saints against the Cardinals. This would be iffy to me. This would be iffy to me. Would I chance it? Absolutely. Would it cost me? Absolutely. That's my point. Also, you also got to look at who your other tight end options are. This is your weekly reminder that the fantasy tight end position is gross for 37th year in a row, give or take a decade. The gap in scoring between tight end Mark Andrews, tight end 2, Zach Ertz, tight end 3, is a bigger gap than between tight end 3 and tight end 18, Irv Smith Jr. That means starting anyone beside the top 2 guys is a crapshoot every week. Absolutely. And to Johnson, all of the metrics we like to look at are favorable. Johnson had a large snap share, 70%, and decent route participation, 69%. He'll also have less competition at the position with Adam Troutman having been rolled out. Sure, Taysom Hill is listed as tight end, but you and I both know that he's not really a tight end. He's a tight end and a quarterback. I said it. You should have drafted him. I did not. Johnson is seeing a decent number of targets and is working the middle of the field left open with Chris Olave and Marquez Callaway running more downfield routes. I'm going to say it again. You should have drafted Taysom Hill. I did not. I could not. I think he was picked up before me, or I was going to wait and somebody else grabbed him. Either damn way, Taysom Hill is a number 1 draft pick to me. I don't care what anybody says. Right next to damn Travis Kelce. Period. There is your story. Starting the Commanders defense against the Green Bay Packers. Only because the Green Bay Packers offense has been in shambles. We just saw that story a minute ago. However, the Commanders, I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. Plain and simple, period. That end of story. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the Commanders. Nice young roster. A lot of pieces in place. Whole lot of shambles. A whole lot of shambles. There is your story. The Dolphins defense versus the Steelers. The Dolphins defense might be the best part of that team right now because the offense looks like ridiculousness. What else do you want me to say? 3-3 versus a 2-4. Go for yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Grant's Week 7 sleepers, according to NFL.com. What all am I missing? I think I'm going to wait for the fellas to get up. I could rant all day. The game is on. This is quick. This will be quick. I did just want to put something up there for Week 7. I am not feeling 100%. I'm not. I actually think I feel something trying to come back. But I will be watching this game tonight. Stephen, I want to thank you for coming through as you always do. Chris Technician, what's good, man? I did send an invite to the fellas. They probably won't come up. This was rather impromptu. This was pretty quick. Like I said, all of your news and information that we use for this league is on NFL.com. We are the Belt Kings Fantasy Football League. I am the founder. Brian is the co-founder. We have a lot of members. I'm on the losing position right now. Big ups to everybody who's doing good. Yeah, whatever, to the people who already defeated me. And yes, we still got a lot of football left. Plain and damn simple. I will be shutting this down. I'm going to go relax. I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded and awkward. I think I'm going to make a cup of tea and go sit down somewhere. Rather quick broadcast. Do look for us Sunday morning. I do expect everybody to want to show up. Hopefully, I will be feeling better and we'll have more participation. I'm going to let the fellas do their thing. More than anything, as we compare notes, shoot the breeze, talk about the current events, expectations, predictions. I was going to change my pick for tonight's game, but I just got to see how it goes because I got to see how Roby Anderson does the Cardinals. That will have my attention tonight. Appreciate everybody coming through, and I will talk to you all again, all right? Everybody take care.